Hi everyone, in this video I want to go over what exactly are drop chords, especially as they relate to guitar. So I want this to be a fairly short video, so I'm going to move pretty quickly. But it's a simple concept. But to understand what drop chords are, you first got to understand what closed position chords are. So closed position chords, all that means is that the intervals follow the pattern 1, 3, 5, 7, or any inversion of that. So for example, if we have a C major 7 chord in closed position, it looks like this. This is C major 7. And this is in root position, that's the inversion that it's in. So these will be inversions here. So the intervals are root, third, 5, and 7. Now, if we make this a inversion, so we're going to change this and put this in first inversion, all that means is that the third is the lowest note. But notice that the intervals still follow the same pattern. It still goes third, fifth, root, third, fifth, seventh, root. It follows the same order. It's just starting from a different place. So these are all closed position chords right here. So this is second inversion and third inversion. These are all closed position chords. The intervals follow the pattern 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7. And as long as it follows that pattern, it doesn't matter where you start, it's a closed position chord. Now, let's go on to what drop voicings are. So I'm going to copy this over here, put a little double bar line here. New section. This is going to be drop 2 voicings. So what drop 2 voicings mean is we take the second voice of all of these chords and we drop it an octave, just like that. So these are all still C major 7 chords, but we've dropped the second voice, so these are called drop 2 chords. Now the inversion names are wrong now because of we have a new note, new interval that's the lowest. So this one has G as the slowest note, so that means this is actually a second inversion. This has B as the lowest note, so that's third inversion. C here is the lowest note, so that's root position. This is first inversion because E is the lowest note, the third. So now these are the drop 2 chords for C major 7. Now, the one you probably want to familiarize yourself with, especially if you're a guitarist, is the root position version, this one right here. So you can see it's telling you to play it this way. The better way to play it would be like this. So this is C major 7, drop 2. And you'll notice that the notes are all in adjacent strings. So you've got 4 notes, each one on its own string, and they're all right next to each other. That will always be the case for drop 2 chords. They fit really nicely on guitar. All right, so let's move on to what drop 3 chords are. So I'm going to take all this, copy it over here, double bar there. So now we're going to talk about drop 3 chords. So if I raise these back up, now we're back to our closed position voicings. And if we want to make these drop 3s, all we do is find the third voice, 1, 2, 3, third voice here, third voice here, and here, and drop it an octave. And then let's rename our inversions. So this is now first inversion because the third is the lowest note. Oops. This is second inversion because the fifth is the lowest. This is third inversion because the seventh is the lowest. And this is root position. So again, you want to probably familiarize yourself as a guitar player with this chord right here. And the most common way to play it is like this. So drop 3 chords, follow this pattern. So it's got a note on the 6th string, it skips the 5th string, and then it goes to the next 3 adjacent strings, as you can see in the diagram here. So that's it. That's what drop chords are. You just take closed position chords, select a voice, and drop it, and that's how you get the chords. Now, there are other kinds of drop chords, but drop 2s and 3s are the most common and probably the ones you want to start with, especially if you're a guitarist. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Thanks for watching.